I don't know what the heck is wrong with my camera. Well, I do. I was messing with the settings right before I got on. Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are having an amazing Friday. I know I am. Y'all already know. Ain't no purchases today. Okay. Hold on to your coins, hold on to your bucks, hold on to your dollars. Um Before we begin, I don't really have a I don't really have a topic to speak on today. I've been running around completing errands all week. But I wanted to pop in and say how y'all doing. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Hey mommy, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. All right, go ahead and go follow me. Follow me on where I post the pretty pictures. Okay, follow me on my blue sky. All right. Don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. Okay. They are selling out fast. Shout out to y'all. I've been working on the website as well. So if y'all, I hope y'all like the new designs. Um, Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok, okay? Because I'll be over there sometimes. So go follow me on TikTok. Last but not least, don't forget you can do what? Donate to the channel. It is thoroughly appreciated, okay? All right. How is everyone doing today? I see my mama. I see Mahogany. How you doing, girl? Sandy, High Priestess. She said, I'm getting ready to go volunteer at my local food bank. That's what I'm talking about. That's dope. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about. Good for you. We need to just start doing things again that's really focused on us. I have so much stuff to do, y'all. I don't even know. But I wasn't here yesterday. I've been running around trying to get all the stuff that I need done. I have like a bunch of I gotta go to the post office in a minute, mail a bunch of freaking envelopes. Um, I'm exhausted, but we gotta get shit done over here, okay? So what are we going to talk about? It's so much stuff happening. It's always some foolishness, child. I don't know. Um, I'm here. I'm on IG looking to see if there's anything that I care to talk about. I see that little baby got arrested or some shit. I don't care. Can I be honest with you? I don't care, and I don't think y'all care either. Okay, we don't care. You know what I do kind of care about? This little boy. I say he's little because he's only 20. Young enough to be my child, so he's a little boy. Why this little boy was at Southern University, and Southern University student passes away after reportedly participating in an off-campus fraternity ritual. Like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, I want to know what fraternity. Let's read. Let me see, because I'm gonna judge based on what fraternity this happened at. Okay, because if it's a white fraternity, I'm just at this point. Okay, at this point, you play you like you get in the pen with pigs. Don't complain about the mud. Okay, if this was one of the black fraternities, this is still fucked up. Because you're not supposed to be doing this, but I would then not think that it was purposeful. So let's see. I'm on the shade room. It says, okay, an investigation has been launched after officials say 20-year-old Southern University student Caleb Wilson passed away after reportedly participating in an off-campus fraternity ritual. According to the paper, a source claims a member of the Omega Phi Pi fraternity I think this is a black fraternity. I'm really about to Google it. I'm really about to Google it. I think Omega is a black fraternity because honestly, yeah, Omega is a black fraternity. So this is just a horrible accident. And you see how we just changed the whole narrative? Yes, it's a horrible accident, and the fucking boy shouldn't have been doing this shit in the first place. But it wasn't let's get rid of the nigger situation, okay? Because like we don't know anymore. So he reportedly was carrying out a ritual which pled stood in line. He collapsed and was unresponsive when friends brought him to the Baton Rouge General Hospital. Also, he was just standing and he passed out. Jesus Christ. He was announced deceased by the staff. Oh my God. They're doing an autopsy. So they were just standing there. You know how they stand? I don't know what they call it. I haven't pledged to anything. But you know how they stand? So what? He was just taught. Oh my gosh. You know, everybody can't deal with everything. That's why they made these things illegal. Because yeah, it'll be 100 people to be able to go through it, and there'll be no incidents, right? But it'll be that one, and that one is still somebody's child. You know, he was in a marching band. Wow, he was in a marching. He was in a marching band. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I hope he rests in peace. I hope I don't know. We're gonna send prayers to his family. That's all I don't know. That's all I got. Damn. Y'all, did y'all hear about the brother of or cousin of that he want to go by Telbo Raskin, so we're gonna go by it. At first, I didn't realize what y'all know the story I'm talking about. The guy who was killed, well, taken out of here by the white girl. The one that hated black women so much that way. Honestly, it wasn't even just black women. He just hate black people so much because like he was cooning it up so hard. And it didn't hit me at first when I put the name there, right? But his name is like Telvin, his real name, Telvin Osborne, very black, okay, very Telvin. And he made his name on Facebook Telbo Raskins. That sounds very coony, very, that Telbo. It sounds like Toby. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not here to explain, historical miniseries to you. I'm not here to do that today. But like Telbo, yeah, no way. It's bigger than us. And again, most of these men who, when they run around screaming at the top of their lungs about how much they hate black women, they hate black people in general, right? So it is what it is. I was speaking to somebody and I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of hope that she gets away with it. I kind of hope in 2025, I kind of hope that she gets away with it. And again, I don't care who anyone dates, date who you want. I tell y'all all the time. But if you hate black people so much, go fuck yourself. And that's really, I shouldn't have said F yourself just for monetization purposes. And that's really for anybody, whether you are not black or black. Right? If you hate us, go fuck yourself and, set yourself up, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you ain't got enough sense to have some self-regard and self-respect for yourself, because I see people like, black women look like your mother and your son. Fuck that. He hates himself. It's not but you hate women that look like your mother situation. He just hates anybody that look like himself. Right? Most men like that. Most people like that. It's primarily men. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's my daughter talking shit. So don't get sassy. All right. So yeah, it's if you hate yourself, hate yourself. But like I don't care. And like even his cousin, like go sit down. No one cares. Your cousin is still dead. And I don't mean that in an effed up way. It may come out in an effed up. I don't care. I don't care if it comes out in an effed up way. I don't care. He don't care. These are the type of men that will put you in a horrible situation. Put any black person in a. These are the type of people who put themselves in a horrible situation, right? So he's definitely would put any of us in one, right? So go with hell. I would say go with God, but I don't think anyone that like hates their race, regardless of your, um, is going to heaven. So, Anyway, how y'all doing? She said game recognized game. Can we get these likes up, y'all? I would really appreciate it. Hey, Steven. Um, I also have cleaning for an inspection. Okay, okay, okay. Let me go up. Um, Sitting here working, you're not. She said, sitting here working, not out spending money for Trump. Did y'all hear about the Mexican billionaire? Oh, I love it for all of them. I love it. You got to stand on something. We get it. Most of these billionaires are like fucked up and they're stupid. The kind of people that are Orangina and Musty. Let's call them Musty. Orangina and Musty, never in their lives. This is what's wrong with that type of nepotism. They've never in their lives have been worked for anything, right? And I had a thought today that really like threw me. You know how uh even his own dad knew. I'm talking about Orangina, that he was not it. Okay? Orangina was the baby, if I believe, in his family, right? Don't normally the money go to the oldest, which would have probably been Fred. I don't know if there's another brother, but like Fred was running everything, right? And Orangina was the baby who, like most youngest children, aren't capable of doing nothing. I told y'all before he got into Fordham, which is a good school, but not a good school if you are rich in New York City, and especially rich white in New York City. Let's be for real. The least you could have got into was NYU. And then it took his brother to call his homeboy at UPenn for him to get in there. So that already tells you he's not mentally capable of even getting into a good college, right? We know this. That's why he's so mad at everybody. Then I had thought about this. His dad left him the bulk of the money, right? The equivalent of billions of dollars. Why? You got to think about this. Why? Because he knew his son was not it. And he figured, this is me thinking, I was thinking about this. He figured Fred was going to be okay. Fred was going to make it work. Fred was going to get there and be successful. And he knew that Orangina couldn't do it. So he gave him that vast fortune again, that he is not really built on. He is just depleted in all of these years with, failing businesses and all of this stuff. That's why, when people love to talk about, oh, he's so business minded. The best business he ever had was The Apprentice. And that was really ran by, NBC or whatever channel it was on. He really, he had some say, but he wasn't allowed to run that shit into the ground. But like, how do you fuck up casinos? How? So I thought that was funny. I was thinking that, and I thought the same thing about Musk, because he's not really that smart. He's conniving. He took his daddy money from from apartheid, came here and started, really buying out people's shit, right? We know he didn't make SpaceX, he bought it. We know he didn't make Tesla, he bought it. Just buying out people's stuff and want to act like it's his thing, right? Even Starlink, he bought it, right? Child, they better not. But anyway, so because they stupid. That's the thing. You can't buy common sense. You just can't. So somebody posted something about this Mexican billionaire who I think was basically putting up the cost for Starlink in Mexico. And they basically tried to, some random person was trying to like say some shit about the Mexican, whatever. And basically, I don't know if they were trying to insinuate he was involved with the cartel. I don't know. But again, who's to say that? Just because they say it don't mean it's true. They love to put stereotypes on every one of us. Because, according to them, unless you are white and a man, you cannot have earned anything that you had, right? That you have accomplished, right? So they want to insinuate that this Mexican man is involved with the cartel or whatever. And he just said, you know what? And he X'd out the contract that he had with Elon in less than 24 hours to deliver Starlink to Mexico. And I was like, that's what the fuck we talking about. We need these billionaires to stand on business. These presidents, I did look a little at the who was it? It wasn't Germany. I forgot who it was. It was another prime minister there at the White House, at the clown house yesterday. And just I don't know how they do it. I ain't even gonna hold you. Did y'all see when the French president was there? The French president literally, you saw on his face, he had to catch himself and hold himself so much times because he was just like, and then he had to really, and then I noticed something. You want to know what I noticed? The French president, people who could actually have to work for some shit, they gain some knowledge and shit. Trump was sitting there like this with his hands between his legs, like going like this, because he felt stupid, right? He's right here and people are asking questions and you can't lie with this. And this motherfucker really just said, no, that's not true. He did that to him. And I was like, oh, so, Trump was just like, so then as you see the French president, at first he's just looking at him like, you fucking idiot. And then, and he laughing, he keeping it in. You see it on him. And then he like, this emotional motherfucker. You see it in his head. And he just like, all right. And then he went and copied the same move that Don, right? Having his hands between his legs, like tilting and shit. He went and copied the same stance or posture as Orangina. And I didn't miss that part. And that part ain't lost on me because they recognize you are so stupid. Like, okay, I do, but let me do this and bring myself back down to you. I was like, I said, these niggas is playing chess and fuck checkers. This hoe can't even play tic-tac-toe. Whew. I found that interesting. I find all of it interesting. Let me find out it's going to be the billionaires that's going to be like, the billionaires that are like, that have that are kind of human and, got a soul and shit. Let's find out that it's going to be them. Did y'all hear about Greece? These white boys here talking about, we don't know what to do. We need the black people out here. Greece is out there because they protesting too. Did you hear about Greece? No, because they don't want you to hear about Greece. Them white motherfuckers out in Greece is turning up at Parliament. How turning up? They're throwing Molotov cocktails at that bitch. That's what they doing in Greece right now. They turned up. They are fucking firebombing the fucking Parliament. I was like, oh yeah. But then these American whites act like they don't know. But my friend had an idea. We went out the other day. She had an idea. And I think I didn't think about it, but I think I might get it. Because, a lot of these people, a lot of these white Americans that are here were like Australia, right? Kind of criminally. Like a lot of them were sent to here, because they were criminals over there back in the day. And they were like really the low, right? Ain't the brains ain't working, ain't that smart, They were the lowest of the low. And they have because they work so hard, and I think I've said this here before, to try to keep us away from our history, they've lost their own as well, right? Because they really be running around here thinking that they are American when they crawled out of some European camps. But they lost the they lost that fighting the king energy. And it was replaced with, when they got here, of fighting the people who you see as less than you. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. I don't know why the camera, I did something. I was adjusting in the back before I started. I was pressing with buttons because it was looking, I didn't like the way it was looking. I don't know what I did, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. Let me look into some of these comments, see how y'all doing. I just found that interesting. We'll see what they do. But yeah, Europe is turned up right now. Europe is turned up. Niggas is out there protesting. They want to fight. They want to fight. They know how to do it. Their grandfathers and great grandfathers did it. And their great grandfathers did it. They know what it is to have their country. They've been doing this for hundreds of years. This bitch only 250. That's about average for most, countries that ain't shit. 250. So how are y'all doing? She says, since it's all campuses. Yeah, because they can't do it on campus. It's fucked up. But again, at first, I did not know what fraternity. The fraternity matters. So I'm going to say it wasn't purposeful. It was just some shit that some stupid ass little boys shouldn't have done. They should have known better. She said, I'm letting the woman, that family, to check all on them. Hello, everybody. I see y'all. Yeah. You're a true black woman because there are no consequences. She said, honey. Ooh, honey. Yeah, because when his cousin was talking, and I was like, he hated you too, nigga. He hated you too. He hated everything about his blackness, and that includes your black ass. Like they delusional. So She said, I got you. You got my like. Thank y'all. Don't not forget to like. Again, please like the channel. It's thoroughly appreciated. Thoroughly appreciated. Somebody keep walking past my door. I think it's the super. She said, okay, so Fred gave it up. So shit. Fred. Because then we got left with the second choice. With the one. We all know it's firstborns. We know we just, that's just how we are. We good, we doing it. That motherfucker don't know nothing about anything. That's why it's always been a failure. But you can't explain that to stupid people in middle America, because that's the reason why they chop their education system up anyway. There's no rationalization skills there at all. She said, marry Trump's father. Yes. She said the dad didn't like Fred. Fred is married Trump's daughter, and she talks about it on YouTube all the time. Okay, so he didn't like him. He didn't like the oldest one that he needed to get that little fucker to do anything. See what happens? The hardworking child, you say, oh, fuck them, and then you give to the person who ain't never worked for nothing and don't even know how. And look where we at. Look where Fred's legacy is. Well, this was trash anyway because he was a Klansman. But she says intelligence can't be. It cannot. Yeah, if you don't see a comment, YouTube held it. We don't, if anything, and you got to time people out. That's it. We don't block them. I seriously doubt there's any nice billionaires. Well, I don't think you have to be, maybe nice isn't the word. Maybe have enough sense to understand that if you destroy the world, what's the point of being a billionaire if the world is shit? You know? The point is like, oh yes, I have all of this. But like if like the world is shit and you a billionaire, like, okay, like there's no one to lloyd your shit over, right? What's the point of being Jeff Bezos or Zuckerberg if the world is shit? The internet gonna go off, bruh. Ain't nobody going on Facebook or IG. Like, like kind of like Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban douche got his douche moments, but you gotta still, and we all do. We're human beings. No one's perfect, right? But like to comprehend that, like, what do you really get out of that? I get it. That's some that it's just I'm a fucked up human being, and I don't think that far ahead, But like if everybody is living in Mad Max times, let's just say that. If everybody living in Mad Max times and you over there, like, who are you loading these billions over? Like, you think you're gonna be living in this mansion up there with millions of people out there hunting down rats and shit, and you think so? Like, what's the point? Because the world is still would be over. I was watching this morning. It was on. We was watching a little clip. We was talking about because we was watching this. Y'all seen the movie They Live back in the day? Y'all know what movie that is. I hope you know what movie it is. Back in the day, it was like a little mini series, like they used to have the mini series back in the day. Did y'all know that was 2025? That time was supposed to be 2025. I did not peep that. I peeped it this morning. I was like, what the fuck? We're like, and all of the elite humans were allowing these aliens to, do all of this wild shit, and, incognito here. I found it because there's these things that's selling, like they images of Musty and Orangina. And I was like, oh, well, that's a good sale. That's a good sales tactic. You gotta be like probably over 35 to even understand it. But I see where they're going. But somebody, no. But yes. Sorry. Sorry. That's my team. Sorry. I'm here just texting. I'm sorry. When she texts you from school, it's unimportant. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know. So you don't have, of course, to be a billionaire, you kind of got to be a fucked up person, right? But everybody isn't the same, and everybody doesn't necessarily want the world to be destroyed so they can get a couple more $1 billion. Everybody is not trying to. out billion the bill. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, there's are people who are good where they at. It's like, okay, if I can make a little bit more money, cool. But it's not, because for I'm gonna say probably for like people like the guy in Mexico, he worked for that. He worked for that hard. He worked for that, right? Regardless of however he did it, he worked for that. So he understands and he values money. And everything ain't always about it, right? But when you don't understand the value of money, like somebody like Trump or Musk, where, you know, it was just handed to them, they have never really had to work for anything in their lives, you know, oh, I just want more for the sake of having more. Not that more would like make your life better, because like, how better can your life be if you are already the richest man in the world? To get more millions, more billions, your life is not gonna evolve. Your life is not gonna get better because you have more billions of dollars. Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, I could buy a bigger house if I had some more money. No, you have everything already. You know, some people are, or some people are like, I got it. You know, yeah, money is important, and having some and having a lot is good. But like, everybody in the world don't. You got $100 million, you got $1 billion. I'm not worried about feeding my family. You know, I'm not worried about whatever. I got my money, I'm doing whatever. But do I necessarily, am I so thirsty for more that I just have to, I want to destroy America so I can bet on the stock market, and, you know, hopefully I'll get $1 trillion if I destroy America. Ha ha ha. You already got it. That's just wickedness at that point. You get I know y'all understand what I'm saying. It's just wickedness at that point. Because it's like, it's not like, oh, if I just had a little bit more money, I'd be able to do this and I'd be able to do that. That's not what we talking about. We talking about motherfuckers that got so much money, they don't know what to do with it. You got so much money, you are invested in destroying the world. Can you imagine? If this ain't some Lex Luthor, and I've been saying that for a couple of months, if this isn't some fucking Lex Luthor, for the sake of destroying it, just for the sake of it, just to say I got an extra trillion. Who you competing with? What can't you buy that you need an extra $1 trillion for? What can't you buy? What house can't you purchase? What child do you have that you can't take care of and send to college and make sure they are stable after you have passed on? What grandchildren and great grandchildren do you not have already are able to provide for? Come on now. Come on. She said, the president of France was not having it. And I was like, thank you. I don't understand what's happening with the camera. I will fix it. It's something, it has to be something that I pressed. I was pressing a lot. I don't know. I'll fix it though. I'll fix it next time. It'll be fine. She said the Mayflower was a criminal ship. She said, didn't hear about Greece. Looking it up. Yeah, they are wilding over there. I told you, I started watching PBS. PBS is still PBS is still giving unfiltered, unpurchased news. Let's say that. Remember, we donate to PBS, so PBS is standing 10 toes down. Or go or watch the BBC, but really PBS, because we fund them. They'll take that hit for, you know, they don't really take too much shit from the government. The world leaders will eventually turn over all power to the UN. A lot of them are American. None of Trump mom is from Scotland and his dad is from Germany. None of these people are American if we look at it like this. It's like majority, especially the majority of these people who are doing shit like that, they're not necessarily the motherfuckers who came over on the Mayflower. You know? They came over in like the last 100 years, right? And they're like, I'm my whiteness, I'm American. It's them. It's the ones that came over and went and passed the Statue of Liberty. It's them. They knew American than a motherfucker. I don't care about fear. These billionaires are not happy, not they're surrounding them with muskrat hit a sense of strong in their lips. Hollywood does a lot of forecasting when they produce stuff like they live. They are telling her something. Yeah, I listen. I keep telling y'all, I will not be surprised the day I wake up, turn around, and it's a fucking spaceship in the fucking sky. I wouldn't be surprised. She said, you don't need to be a billionaire to save the planet and to do good deeds. You're right. You don't need to be a billionaire to do that. She said, Anderson Cooper, I was going to mention Anderson too. He doesn't use Vanderbilt because he wanted to make his own money. Yeah, somebody was saying something. I was like Anderson Cooper can literally do what the fuck he want to do. Like, people don't even understand. Like, even though they say Trump, Musty got all the money, they're forgetting about all them people that the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, the Morgans, the motherfuckers who has been rich for 1,000 years and so rich we don't even know where they at or how much the money they got. They own the banks. Oh, you got a bank account. Motherfuckers who invented the banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they want motherfuckers down so they can stay rich, but to a certain extent. Because if you got people so down, they ain't gonna do shit to make you more money. What's the point? My socket. I know ancestors from this continent too, from BC area. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, y'all. So like I said, I wasn't really going to come on here too long because I still have some errands to run. Let me make sure y'all, I was out here printing. I got to go print some other stuff to put in these and go ship these off. And I got a couple more errands to run today. Nothing where I'm spending money. And if I'm spending money, it is me and my friend. We did speak earlier, and she was like, "Oh, we said, okay, no spending money on nothing today. And if we do go and, grab something to eat or whatever, it will definitely be to a Black-owned establishment. But that's easy for us to do in Brooklyn. But more than likely, we ain't doing none of that shit. We just sitting home and saving our money and hoping that these motherfuckers take a huge L today. The Rothschilds, yes. Who genetically? Okay, she said she connected to the Rothschilds. Wow. Okay. I was taught in school when social studies was my favorite subject because I had a great teacher. It's for nothing. This madness is America. Yeah. Everything we learned in school, just like, what? But again, this whole it's gonna crumb. It's crashing. We just want to know how down is it gonna go. That's really what it is. Like, the government, everything is about to crash. We just want to know if it's gonna be like a crash and a flip, or a crash and we're gonna be living like it's Mad Max out this bitch. That's where we at right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go print this shit at the library, and then I'm gonna take my little envelopes to the post office so I could get them out today. I appreciate y'all for being here. Like I said, I'm waiting for this one item and it gets here today. I do have a last item, but it doesn't matter. I'll put the picture up in a video. So when this one item they get here today, I will finish up the video on the items that I have purchased and collected for the inevitable, and I'll put that together for everybody. I will be putting it on members only. Okay. So it will be on members only, and then it will go to public after a couple of, probably like 5 to 7 days after it's on members. Okay. Because I do want everybody to have access to it, but the members, the members deserve to have first access to it, right? It's going to be a real in-depth video, and I hope y'all like it. Right. I hope y'all get some ideas. Nonetheless, I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Gotta go.